Peace. What's good? It's your brother God Science in the house. In the house. Peace, y'all. What's good? Yeah, I know I got that old school flow. What up, y'all? It's your brother God Science about to do my review of Alfredo 2. Coming to a studio near you. Dope album. The Alchemist is running. The Alchemist is running shit right now. As far as albums, I'm gonna take Clips as the album of the year so far. Now, we got a lot of albums coming out this year. Supreme Clientele 2, I'm very scared. Supreme Clientele 2, now I think Iron Man was a dope album. You know what I mean? That's when RZA was in his bag. But lyrically, Supreme Clientele 2 is, of course, supreme, on top. And the production is dope also. So making an album called Supreme Clientele 2, Brother Starks, I know you gotta come with it, right? I don't have to tell you this. This is Brother Starks you're talking about. I know you're gonna come with it. Please have RZA on there. Please have RZA dig up some type of heat and put it on there and make it like make the same feeling. Just like how Redman came with Muddy Waters 2. And he brought the same feeling as the first Muddy Waters album, which is hard to do. But, I'm anticipating that. But before I get off topic, because I could talk about hip-hop all day, Alfredo 2, dope album. Standout cuts, man. Lemon Pepper Steppers, that's one of my favorites. Shangri-La, Skinny Suge 2, just dope songs, man. The Alchemist, he has he found his pocket where he has this dope style, you know what I mean? I can't even explain his sound. You know what Alchemist be when you hear it, and it's just dope, man. And Freddie Gibbs, man, he's just growing as a dope MC, man. Whether he's working with Mad Lib by himself, but I love when he hooks with the Alchemist. Him and, Currency too. And the thing about it is, I'm hearing them shoot shots at Currency, and I'm trying to wonder why. Because one of their albums that they have together is one of my favorite albums. So I'm like, what in the world happened? And he's shooting shots at Benny the Butcher. I was hoping that these two would come together and do a project together. I guess that's how, but, I don't know what happened there. He's going at DJ Academics. Yes. But I don't know what happened with him and Currency. But as a MC, don't sleep on Freddie Gibbs, man. He's one of the best out here. Like I said, hip hop is far from dead, man. There's a lot. Alchemist is pushing, he's still pushing that real, man. And you got brothers like Freddie Gibbs, Boldy James, the whole Griselda. There's dudes out there, Larry June, I rock with him. Every project, it seems like Alchemist does, man. It just seems like he gets better and better at it. You know what I mean? Dude is definitely holding it down. I get this album, it lives right up to the second album. You know what I'm saying? 4 mics for this album, man. Straight up. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it and tell me what you think. Is it better than now? Is it better than the first one? I won't say it's better than the first one, but it's right up there. I could play the first one and then play the second one. That's what I've been doing. First one and play the second one. Back to back. You know what I'm saying? Dope. No skipping. You know what I'm saying? This a ride through. Alchemist is one of those producers that came from the era where albums were like, a soundtrack. The sequencing, was put together and to take you on this ride, this journey, which a lot of MCs don't, a lot of people get this new stuff. They don't really do it, They got a hot single. When you listen to the album, it's just a bunch of songs meshed together. It's not sequenced right where there's a concept and all that stuff. And I love, like, they come with, they made a video and it has a whole concept. I love music like that, you know what I mean? So definitely a dope album, man. One of the dopest of this year. This year we've been getting some good hip hop, you know what I mean? And it's been showing and proving that there's no age limit to hip hop. Good music will always rise to the top. people are going, they're always going to seek out. You're going to have that BS that's going to be pushed by the radio and these record labels because they want that watered down crap for our youngins to follow. But people are always going to search out good music, man, period. And what you got to understand, hip hop is, we just celebrated like the 50th year of hip hop. So there's never been an age of hip hop heads where like us in our age bracket, where we grew up on hip hop and we still looking for that good music. And so there's a pocket there for MCs. You know, I mean, I think the clips showed that. You know what I'm saying? #1 top album, and they spitting that real. You know what I mean? They came from that school, that the 90s. You know what I mean? Of making hot. Pharrell came from that era, you know what I mean? I'm a little biased because the Neptunes is one of my favorite MCs, producers of all time. Of course, you know, I miss Chad Hugo in there, but I gotta say Pharrell did a crazy job on that album. Crazy job. I was just interested as a producer to see what would, you know, Chad add to it. You know what I mean? Two Heads, like, down, man, all the hits they created. But anyway, yeah, dope album, Alchemist, salute. Please go hook up with Billy Woods, man, and Elucid to make another Arm & Hammer, because I love when Alchemist works with Arm & Hammer. He goes left, you know, even though Alchemist you know, his beats, he does experiment a lot. I love producers that experiment. When he works with Arm & Hammer, he really goes left and comes out with some weird, hot stuff, like the first album, which was dope. You know what I mean? So, and Billy Woods, man, people be sleeping. People be sleeping, just like how they sleep on Freddie Gibbs, but Billy Woods is one of the dopest lyricists out here, if you ask me, and Elucid. Arm & Hammer, baby. Brooklyn in the house. Word up. But, yes. Alchemist, salute. I can't wait to hear what he did on Mobb Deep's new album. One of the top producers. He always been that to me, even ever since I heard the first song on Murder Music. You know, you can hear when a producer is like, he's unique and he's coming with something different. And I always knew, like, yo, this dude, he's dope. And through all his whole career, you know, a lot of people might not like his Chemical Warfare album. I liked it. You know, I think he experimented and stuff like that, but I think he's really found this sound where he's, you know, using these beautiful samples. But I think one of the hardest albums he ever did is with Havoc, called Silent Partner. And a lot of people don't talk about that album, but that album is crazy. You know what I mean? I still play that album to this day. But dope album. I'm giving it 4 mics. Like I said, I think Clip's album is just dope. But, you know, these 2 albums, yo, blessed to have some good hip-hop in this time, man. Blessed to have some good hip-hop. If y'all listen to the album, tell me what you think. If you like it, do you think it's better than the first one, or what? Leave your comments, like the video if you want to. Appreciate that. Subscribe to the video. You know, I don't be asking for much, you know. Help out your boy. And salute. I'm still waiting for new albums to come out. We're still going to reviewing some old classics, music that inspired me. We recently had the you know, the passing of Howie T. I wanted to do you know, a review of Chubb Rock's The One, an album that was slept on. Now, it wasn't really slept on at the time because he had some hits on there, but a lot of people don't talk about Chubb Rock when it comes to like lyricists, and they slept on it. You know, Chubb Rock was dope. You know what I mean? He has a line in that album, "Grub, sucker a la Chubb." Yo, every time I hear that line, I'm like, yo. Yo, Chubb Rock was real. That dope MC, man. But anyway, I ain't gonna make this long, man. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all stay safe out there and hold it down. Peace.